Today you're going to learn about Panasonic features and camcorders. My name is Marge. I come from Panasonic, and the reason I'm here today is to help give an education about camcorders. Our new optical image stabilization system does 4,000 adjustments per second. So it's really looking for that shake that you could be messing up a great photo. Another thing that most people aren't thinking about these days is 16:9. When you go into a movie theater and you're watching that big movie screen, that is actually a ratio of 21 units across and 9 down. The TVs, they couldn't get 21:9 to work out, right for TV. So what they've done is they cut it down to 16:9. The old TV that everybody has been watching is 4:3. So here's a picture of your 4:3. The little girls up there in the comparison, if you see them in wide. See how you get to fit everybody in and you get to have her hand there? Our camcorders, such as this VDR50, now we're incorporating the 42 times optical zoom, the 2.7-inch LCD screen. You could use any of these recording formats, whichever you prefer to record with. Pure color engine, we didn't talk about that, but that's what makes the insides of the camera. USB port, magic picks, the feature for low light situations. SD card slot. Another kind of thing to think about when you're using a camcorder is hard drive. It'll store a certain amount of video and you can transfer it into your computer, and what it does is it relieves you of having to, like with a disc, if it only does 60 minutes and then you got to put in a new disc. Now you don't have to if it's a very long event. Drop proof. The nice thing about the hard drive, at least in the Panasonic cameras, is it has a 3D sensor that's automatically going to detect if it's in a free fall situation, and it's going to protect the hard drive. It's going to protect the camera power is turned off and the writing head is disengaged to avoid disk damages. The buffer memory inside the Panasonic camcorders, the camera will keep recording till the power is off while it's being dropped. Once you recover and switch on the power, the memory transfers the data to HDD, which is, and by the way, HDD does not mean high definition, it means hard disk drive. In our new H40 camcorder that has a 40 gigabyte hard drive in it, 42 times optical zoom, all those other features I was telling you about before, and it's got the SD card slot, the advanced optical image stabilization, all that stuff. Now the 60, okay, our 60 gigabyte hard drive camcorder, this one has 50 times optical zoom, 2.7-inch LCD screen so you can see what's your monitor right there. With the 16 gig card, it's going to give you 3 hours and 20 minutes, and on the 60 gig hard drive, it's going to give you 14 hours. You want to get a better class of card. You know, it's one thing for just an any day thing to, like, get a cheap little no-name card and use that. I use those for my digital, for my digital photo frame at home. But for something like this, you really want to get a better class of card to get the most out of. The new Panasonic SD cards that are coming out, you will actually be able to write on them, because that's the worst thing, to collect all these SD cards and you don't know which one is which unless you have a Brother P-Touch handy, because you can't write on them. When you are watching high definition TV at a friend's house or in the store downstairs, that's only 1.5 million pixels. On a TV screen that's high definition 1080p, it's actually 1920 by 1080. It's over 2.5 million pixels. Face detection. When you have group photos and you have a lot of people, not everybody's going to get the same kind of lighting and the same kind of care given to their coloring, all right? What this does is it's going to compensate and adjust to make it brightness for everybody. 5.1 channel realized by the built-in 5 microphones. And what that means is if you've got your home theater system, your TV, and you've got your 5.1 speakers, your home theater set up, okay, it's going to correspond to what you're using at home for that, so you'll get it out of the 5 speakers. Copying to DVD. because you might want to send these to people, you want to preserve them for generations and whatever. Easy transfer. It doesn't you can do it to your computer if you want to, but you can, but they make direct burners so that you can go right from the camcorder to the burner, pop out the disc, and there you go. Check this out. 10 times optical zoom. That's still a phenomenal amount of zoom. Your average camera, digital still camera, is giving you 3 times optical, 4 times digital. This little bad boy right here is giving you 10 times optical right off the start, from the start. MPEG 2 quality. Waterproof to 5 feet. There is actually a Panasonic display where this thing is immersed in water. This little logo, it says PicBridge right here. This is the universal logo for compatibility between camcorders or digital still cameras and printers. So if your main interest is printing these photos out, you don't necessarily have to get a Panasonic printer, even though we make them. You can continue to use what you currently have. It's like an HP or something like that. Again, the whole point is that we want to make it easy for the customer. Although we would love it if you used our stuff, make it compatible. So keep a lookout for this universal symbol PicBridge, because that's telling you that the camcorder or camera is compatible with the printer.